This is CNN Newsroom live from Los Angeles. Ahead this hour, Rio police charge Ryan Lochte with falsely reporting a crime. Will the U.S. Olympian ever see the inside of a courtroom in Rio? Yes, I'm Sarah Seidner. Newsroom LA starts right now. Today, police in Brazil have charged Ryan Lochte with false reporting of a crime. The U.S. Olympic swimmer had said that he and 3 teammates were robbed at gunpoint during the Olympics, but authorities say security guards confronted the swimmers at a gas station after at least one of them vandalized it. Lochte later apologized, saying he was responsible for the vandalizing and said that he had exaggerated the story, although he never said that he lied. Criminal defense attorney Brian Claypool is joining us now to discuss what his options are and what in the world is going to happen here. I do want to start with this. You were on our show when all this started to tumble, when his story started to crumble, and you said something that no one else said, and that was he's going to get charged. And lo and behold, here we are, and he's been charged. So you were right.
Surprise, surprise. Thank you for acknowledging that.
So what's he supposed to do? I mean, what do you do in a situation like this? Is the U.S. going to extradite him for something like this?
Well, this is a dicey question. You've got to look at what the end game is for Ryan Lochte. If he wants to swim in the Olympics in 4 years, if he wants to repair his public image, which he's starting to do, then he needs to hop on a plane, go answer the charges in Brazil, and apologize to the court. Because I will tell you, Sarah, this is as much about respect to the Brazilian government as it is about criminal justice.
Okay, I've got to ask you this. You're a criminal defense attorney. You would advise the client to do one thing or another. Is there any chance that he's going to do that? Because the chances of him going over there and then not knowing exactly what the outcome might be, pretty scary for him.
Well, let's clarify one thing. Brazil has a treaty with the U.S.
Right.
The only way they can force Ryan Lochte to come over and answer in court is if he was charged with perjury. He hasn't been charged with perjury. He's been charged with the lightest crime, which is filing a false report.
Right.
He could spend 1 to 6 months in jail. But the judge said today, if you show up in court, you have an opportunity to cop what's called a plea deal in the United States. You can get a plea deal done, agree to a fine amount, pay the fine, and I would recommend that he does that. So basically the Brazilian judge is signaling to Ryan Lochte, get your butt over here, do the right thing.
Apologize.
Apologize, sell your $6,000 shoes that you posted on Instagram, and use that to pay the fine.
Okay, now I have to ask you about this. So Ryan Lochte goes through all this, and he embarrasses the United States, and he embarrasses himself and his team. But then he's asked to perform on Dancing with the Stars, and there is, although he lost most of his sponsors, there is someone that has come forward to sponsor him. Why? Why do that?
Well, let me tell you this. From day one, when I first met you, I said this was a serious charge. What he did is very aggravated. Just to give you an example, in California, if Ryan Lochte had lied during a law enforcement investigation, he would be facing a felony charge of up to 5 years in jail. That's how serious this charge is. People haven't taken this seriously. And you know, taking off my lawyer hat for a minute, I'm a single father of a 10-year-old girl. From day one when she started school, I taught her about not lying, telling the truth, and there will always be consequences if you lie. This is bigger than Ryan Lochte. What message do we send to the world, to our youth, if we allow him to get off without facing the consequences?
This is a really sticky situation that he has put himself in, and admittedly put himself in. We will all be watching to see what happens next, but you did call it. He did get charged. No one else thought that. So we appreciate you bringing that to us. Brian Claypool, thank you so much for being here again.
You bet. Thank you, Sarah.